Good evening everyone. As you may be aware, many parents are troubled with ongoing news of Strep A infections in kids, as Strep A continues to dominate the news. On social media and in private WhatsApp groups, there's been a storm of worry from parents, who are understandably on edge in case they miss the signs of illness that could progress to something severe. Seeing the public reaction to the Strep A outbreak, we felt it was essential to create a video to reassure parents in the UK that even though the reports are concerning, given this organism is still treatable with a simple antibiotic like penicillin, there is nothing to worry about. We are saddened to learn of the death of 9 children, and we'd like to express our sincere condolences to the families. This is very sad and tragic news, and we are aware of many parents are nervous. As a scientist working with microbes every day, I would like to remind you that there is no evidence to show that this is a new strain of strep. It will not be a pandemic, and strep is a bacteria that causes common infections every day. The important thing here is to know the symptoms and recognize those signs of strep throat, and get treatments as soon as possible before your child develops complications. Now let's break down what Group A Streptococcus is. Group A strep, also known as Streptococcus pyogenes, is a bacteria that cause infection of the throat, genital mucosa, and skin. Out of healthy individuals, 1 to 5% have throat, vaginal, pharyngeal or rectal carriage. Therefore, some individuals can carry this bacteria without showing any signs. People carrying Strep A tend to be less contagious than those who get infected and develop symptoms. Streptococcus derive its name from Greek word strep, which means a chain. The reason is that when you stain strep and observe under light microscopy, you will see the coccia arranged in chains. Now let's look at how people catch Group A Streptococcus. Infected people can spread the bacteria by talking, coughing, or sneezing, which creates respiratory droplets that contain the bacteria. You can get sick if you breathe in droplets containing the bacteria or touch your mouth, nose, or eyes after touching something with these droplets on it. Kids get Strep A more often than adults, and it is estimated to be more prevalent in kids above 3 and below 10 than in adults. Possibly because, at this age, kids have not developed a habit of frequent hand washing. Another possible reason in crowded spaces or in confined settings such as schools and nurseries. The vast majority of infections are relatively mild, but the bacteria can also cause a life-threatening illness called invasive Group A, most complications or death arising as a result of delayed treatments. The bacteria is usually treated with simple antibiotics like penicillin. And interesting fact is that even though for years strep has been treated with penicillin, it is still sensitive to this antibiotic. When can Strep A infection be fatal? The vast majority of Strep A infections are relatively mild illnesses, such as strep throat and impetigo. But, in rare cases, if left untreated, a Group A Streptococcus can develop into an invasive infection whereby the bacteria enter the bloodstream and spread to other body parts, causing life-threatening conditions such as sepsis and deep-seated infections such as chest infections. So, parents need to watch out for signs that their child is becoming increasingly unwell, such as a persistently high temperature that won't come down, being irritable or difficulty waking, difficulty breathing, a rash that doesn't fade and is spreading, red and refusing to walk or use an arm. Children can become unwell very quickly, but knowing the sign and taking your child to hospital is crucial to stop invasive infection. Prompt treatment and recognizing the early sign can prevent complications and save lives. What are the signs and symptoms of Strep A infection? Strep throat is a mild infection but can be very painful. Symptoms may include 1. A sore throat that tends to start very quickly. 2. Pain, fever but no cough. 3. Red and swollen tonsils, sometimes with white patches or pus. 4. Tiny red spots on the roof of the mouth. 5. Swollen lymph nodes. What are the symptoms of scarlet fever? Scarlet fever usually follows a sore throat or a skin infection, such as impetigo. Initial symptoms usually include a sore throat, headache, high temperature 38.3 C or above, flushed cheeks and a swollen tongue. After 1 to 2 days, the characteristic pinkish rash will appear. It usually occurs on the chest and stomach before spreading to other body parts, such as ears and neck. The rash will feel like sandpaper to touch and may be itchy. It may be more difficult to see on darker skin, although its rough texture should still be apparent. As a parent, how can you differentiate strep throat from a viral infection? There are lots of viruses that cause sore throats, colds and cough circulating, like RSV and enterovirus. These typically resolve without needing any special medical treatment or medicines. However, children can occasionally develop a bacterial infection on top of a virus, and that can make them more vulnerable. Symptoms of viral infection will be different to strep infection. Viral symptoms will include 1. Cough. 2. Blocked or runny nose. 3. Hoarseness, changes in your child voice. 4. Sneezing. When to seek help or go to A&E if 1. When your child is showing the signs of dehydration. 2. Your child is passing dark yellow, strong-smelling pee. 3. Peeing less often than usual. 4. Feeling dizzy or lightheaded. 5. Feeling tired. 6. Has a dry mouth, lips and tongue. 7. Has sunken eyes. 8. Has difficulty breathing. 9. Your child's skin, tongue or lips are turning blue. 10. Your child is floppy and will not wake up or stay awake. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. I hope this video answers all your questions, and if you find this video useful, please subscribe to our channel to get instant updates when we upload new video. Thank you once again and see you next time.